Hi guys, welcome to nerdygirltv. I'm Sam and I want to welcome you to another one of our board game playthrough and review videos. And today we are going to be playing a fun little game that's known as Hey, That's My Fish. Hey, That's My Fish is by Fantasy Flight Games. Fantasy Flight Games are known for many games in the industry. The one that really springs to mind for me at the moment is the X-Wing strategy game. This is the reprint box of Hey, That's My Fish. The first box was a lot larger, but this works out better space-wise on all counts. So this is us just setting up the game. It's quite easy to set up, but let's have a look at the instructions on the instruction manual. So the game board will look like this. You'll get some hexagonal tiles, enough to build the board. As you can see, some of these tiles have got 3 fish, 2 fish and 1 fish. How you put them out is entirely up to you. It's completely a game of chance. And these little fellas are our penguin tokens. You've got 4 of them. You have the blue, the red, the green and the yellow. And these are the colours that each player can choose from. Like I said before, the tiles all have different types of fish. On the underside of them you have water, and the fish are very important with scoring points for the game. And this is how many penguins each player needs depending on the number of players that are playing. So let's have a look at how you can move around the game board. Now, all your models have to move in a straight line and they cannot deviate from that straight line. And if there's someone in the way, I'm sorry, you're just not going through them. And if there's a gap from an iceberg has been destroyed or something, then you're not going through that either. And basically, whatever tile that you start your turn on, that is the tile that you take to end your turn. Here's a quick demonstration of how to set up the game board. If you just saw that the instructions are literally on 2 sides of paper, nothing more. It's very simple to read through and understand. The game board can be very time consuming to build, but very quick to play. So we're now starting, and usually it is the youngest player, I believe, that goes first, and you place your penguins down one at a time. Now, because we're playing a 2-player game, we get to play with 4 penguins each. And so once everything's done, we get started. So man behind the cam has made his move, and so have I. And as you can see, the tiles that our penguins have started on now become part of our own collection. And basically that is how the game plays. You only move 1 penguin at a time. You don't move them all in one go. You have to be strategic about it, to the point of you can even leave a penguin stranded on its iceberg, floating off into, well, nothingness really, which is really bad for the penguin, but good for you, especially if you get more fish. As I said before, the aim of the game is to get more fish, and there's one of my poor penguins on its own with nowhere to go. You could use it up as a turn to just take the penguin out of play, but at this point in the game it's probably best to just leave it. It's not going anywhere, and that iceberg with those fish are actually yours. It's probably obvious by now, and I forgot to mention it earlier, but I'm playing as the red penguins and the man behind the cam is playing as the blue penguins. So that's pretty much how the game is played. So let's speed this up a little bit so you can get a rough idea of how we get to the end of the game. So the game ends when all the tiles have been allocated, or if they can be allocated, and then the great fun of counting begins. I decided to count mine in groups of 3s and groups of 2s and groups of 1s. The man behind the cam decided to count them as they came. I ended up scoring 45 at the end of the game, and the man behind the cam scored 54. So that's Hey, That's My Fish, and I decided to give it a TARDIS rating of 8 out of 10. It's a really good gateway game for everyone to get into and have fun. It's great for kids, it's great for adults, it's a very good family game that I would recommend 100%. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like what you see here, please just click on the videos on the screen right now to take you to some of the other videos we've got going on at Nerdy Girl TV. Check us out on Facebook, search for Nerdy Girl TV. And don't forget to click that subscribe button so you stay up to date with all the videos we're posting on YouTube. Well, that's it for another Nerdy Girl TV video. Thanks again for watching. As always, whatever you're up to, keep it nerdy. Later days.